the next few weeks and months is that this isn't the first pandemic we ever had to deal with, and it's kind of funny. How do you keep yourself safe? Good common sense. But I say to you, what are your dreams? Are you simply going to go through life saying, why? Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Why do you do this? I remember when my boys were little, they used to ask why. But now I say to them, what are you going to do about it? There are challenges you're going to face. And you know what? Nothing in life that is free is worth it. Nothing in life that is free or easy is worth anything. But who's sitting out there? Which one of you is going to find the cure for cancer? Which one of you could maybe help us find world peace? And it doesn't have to come in big chunks. It's simply by getting up every day, doing the very best you can, and making the world around you better. You know, that's what EI Pride is all about. You work hard all day, you're a little bit better at sunset than you were at sunrise. But you can't go through life asking why. You have to see solutions and work hard to make them happen. People ask me all the time, what are we going to do in September? And you know what? We're going to do something, and it's going to be something good. I'll get back to you in a few weeks on what that's going to be. And I'll leave you with this, because before Harry Potter was the magical person, my generation and my mom's generation had the Wizard of Oz. And, you know, when you watch the Wizard of Oz, that's a movie that started in black and white and turned to color. Just the way our world has gone from the black and white of COVID to the color of summer and graduations and the hope of the future. And I'm sitting here in front of a class that says, I'm going to dream big and make it happen. I'm not going to sit back and ask why it's happening. I'm going to make something happen. That's what you folks are all about. That's what you've shown me through these last several weeks. Some things were taken away from you. You created new traditions. I have a funny feeling Mr. Bernard and his staff are going to have to work hard next year to have nice parades and things like that, because there are an awful lot of kids out there asking for it. But what was the lesson in The Wizard of Oz? What did the wizard say to Dorothy? Look inside your shoes. Surround yourself with some good friends. Have a heart, have a brain, and have some courage. When you use your heart, your brain, and believe in yourselves and have the courage, there's nothing and there's no place that those shoes can't take you. That is the true essence of EI Pride. We are so proud of you, class of 2020. Congratulations on this great accomplishment, but I do know this, the best is yet to come, and we look forward to seeing you the day after Thanksgiving to sign yearbooks and come out here and do that hat toss all together. But until then, good luck, God bless you, tie your shoes tight, you got a lot of work to do, and you are going to make this world a better place. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Dolan. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce you the President of the Board of Education, Mr. William Karpluk.
All right, I know I'm the last of the, well, no, I'm the second to last speech, right? All right, good. Then it's a little break. So I'll make it fast. I know a lot of the graduates know my son, and I promise William had nothing to do with the speech. So I just want to say it's an honor to be here. I get all choked up at graduation. I'm not a graduate of East ISA, but I know I love this place, and I know how people feel about it, and I hope that, you know, everyone here has that same type of feeling. So I'm going to do my speech if you give me a few minutes. I did benefit, the sun went behind that cloud, so maybe people are going to be listen a little bit more intently. Our graduates will be told time and again to be happy, to have a happy life. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. But how? The most important lesson of today is the answer to this question. Graduation represents the two kinds of happiness. First, the happiness we experience through our senses. We are happy today because we are surrounded by smiles, laughter, and excitement. This feeling is fleeting. Think about all those times that you had a good meal, or bought something new, or won an award. Sure, you are or were happy, but it was temporary. long-lasting, deeper joy and happiness does not come from our individual accomplishments. It is not the diploma. This kind of happiness is that sense of fulfillment that wells up within us that may make our throats tighten or bring a tear to our eye. Fulfillment that comes by giving to others our love, our generosity, and our compassion. What you will remember about today is not the piece of paper, but the relations that you created by giving of yourself to others. For true joy, be guided by 8 simple words. The more you give, the more you have. Be happy, be a success. The future is bright. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Karpel. And now the moment we have been waiting for. Superintendent Dolan, Board of Education, President Mr. Karpluck, and members of the East Islip Board of Education, I hereby certify to you that the students sitting before you have met or exceeded the requirements set forth by New York State to graduate high school. And before you have met or exceeded the requirements set forth by New York State to graduate high school. In a moment, we're going to be presenting you with your diplomas. Just a few directions. We have not had the opportunity to practice this event, so we will be starting with this row here, and in just a moment, you'll stand up. You'll present your name to the reader, who will be standing over here. You have your diploma jacket with you. We can come up, you get your name read. You're going to walk down the 50-yard line. There's an opportunity to take a photo here where the 2 feet are. You're going to walk over the ceremonial bridge and then take another photograph at the sideline over there. Mr. Dolan and the Board of Education President, Mr. Karpluck, will be joining us on this side. Mr. Karpluck will be joining us on this side, and I'll be joining you on this side to take a photograph before you walk over that bridge. And please make sure that you have your mask on. You can take your mask off when you take the photograph, but continue to maintain that social distancing of 6 feet. Now, the presentation of our diplomas. Mr. Dolan, Mr. Karpluck, please join us.
Peter Conifrey. Haley Cornell. William Corsentino. Gianna Catone. Gianni Catone. Edward Kramer.
Lauren Crawford. Jake Cronin. Christopher Cuestas. Thomas Diodario. Jared D'Agostino. Miranda D'Amico. Carly Fergala.
D'Amico. Anthony Darko. Michael Darko Becco. Sarah Davidman. Kerry Davis. Jack Dehan. Justin DeSane. Caitlin Devereaux.
Jacob DePrima Bien. Giovanni DeVerdi. Shannon Dodenhoff. Yamamoto Dorston. Ryan Doherty. James Duffy.
Elena Esposito. Ema Esposito. Joseph Falcon. Lucas Federico. Daisy Ferrandino. Luke Ferrari. Sophia Pereza.
Danielle Federline. Yasmin Figueroa. Carrie Fitt. Luke Forrester. Gabrielle Freund. Aleska Fusco. Sean Garris.
Peter Gerace. Ronald Gibbons. Vito Giulio DeBari. Cody Goldsmith. Jenna Golini. Kevin Governati. Alexa Raffanino. David Gomez.
Kenneth Greenberg. Liam Green. Gio Grimo. Reese Grimm. Alexis Grippy. Gianna Guarino. John Guerrera.
Hello, there we go. Congratulations, class of 2020. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the president of the class of 2020, Kayla Cappy, to deliver the farewell address.
Good morning. My name is Kayla Cappy. Let me start by saying it's been a great honor to have been your class president for the past 4 years. Welcome to Graduation 2020, pandemic style. No one could have predicted or even imagined the situation we are presented with here today. What we are living today is like the plot out of a science fiction novel or film, not the anticipated celebration for the high point of a 13-year journey through the East Islip School District. The class of 2020 is like no other. We have been special from the very first days we met. Each of us unique, yet somehow connected. Perhaps it was the looming specter of 9/11. Something unidentifiable and unspoken has bound us together, and now we must accept our current situation, together, yet separate, embracing each other while distanced. Perhaps there was no better group to be dealt such a cruel hand. A lesser class would not have been able to persevere in the face of such adversity. We've always been a connected group, full of a care and a zest for life, steady in our resolve to make our school a community and a family, not just a carefree group of kids looking to hurry up and move on. We as a collective enjoyed, or shall I say cherished, our time together in both our social and educational endeavors. Yes, fate has brought us together, and fickle fate has attempted to tear us apart, but it cannot. We refuse and we persevere. However, all that we've accomplished could not have been without the love and support of all of you. At this time, on behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to thank everyone who has helped make our journey a success. Thank you to our teachers and administrators for the continued encouragement and support you have given throughout all of our academic years. Thank you to the board and entire school community for giving of yourselves in a variety of ways to show how much you care. Thank you to the PTA for going above and beyond, especially these past few weeks, to make our time together here at East Islip High School more special and memorable before we have to say goodbye. But most of all, we thank our parents and family who have given us unconditional love throughout all of our triumphs and sometimes failures, throughout the most vulnerable years of our lives. We cannot be more grateful. We love and appreciate you more than you will ever know. And now, to the class of 2020. While living in a world of uncertainty and never-ending change, we must remember to use our hearts as well as our heads as we move forward. And move forward we must. The future is unwritten. Through all of this adversity, opportunity awaits to influence a world in desperate need for change for the better. It is our chance to make a difference. Having been a part of this distinguished class for the past 13 years, I know there is no obstacle we cannot overcome. As we pursue our goals and dreams, using all the talents, skills, and knowledge we have acquired throughout these years, I know the world will be a better place. Congratulations, class of 2020. We really made history.
Thank you, Kayla. Also, I want to thank the group of parents, teachers, administrators who sat on the senior committee. They are responsible for many of the decorations that you did see throughout the town, and the recognition that we gave this wonderful group of seniors. They also decorated the pathway coming into the stadium this morning, and we want to thank them for all their hard work and commitment to making this a very special day for our very special class of 2020. Also want to thank our class advisors, Mrs. Parinello and Mr. Kelleher. Before we start the last portion of the ceremony, just want to take a moment to go through a couple things as far as the recessional out of the stadium. We are going to, in a moment, move that tassel from the right-hand side of your cap to the left-hand side to indicate that you are recent graduates of East Islip High School. But before we do that, I just want to go through a little procedures here. After we go through that ceremonial tassel move, I'm going to invite the parents of the students, the graduates that are sitting here in the first row and the row over on this side to come up and join their graduate, and they will start the recessional march out of the stadium. And our administrators will then will join us in the front, and they will lead us out of the stadium. After those two rows have marched out, we'll ask the parents of the next two rows, and then onward as we leave the stadium this morning. As my official last act as the principal for the class of 2020, I'd ask the graduates to please stand for this final tradition of the ceremony. And unfortunately, as Mr. Dolan had alluded to earlier, we are not able to toss our caps at the ceremony because we want to maintain that social distancing. So I do invite you to toss that cap this evening at 8:30 and post that cap toss on social media. There will be a link on our website, and our public relations person will be taking those short videos and putting them together as a compilation to help celebrate your great accomplishment. And I also would invite you to toss your cap on July 9th when we do our virtual ceremony as well. So please, this time, your tassel should be on the right-hand side of your cap. Please take that, move it to the left-hand side of your cap, and I'd like to be the first to congratulate you, the class of 2020. Thank you very much for being a great class and persevering through this difficult time. If you please lead us out of the stadium. You also have a bottle of water underneath your chair. If you want to take that with you, that was your personal bottle that was placed there before the ceremony. Make sure you have your diploma cover as well. Parents, if you could please join your graduates that are sitting in these two rows. And we will start from once we get on the field, we'll go from the sideline right out of the stadium. Thank you and have a great day. Parents of the next two rows, please join us on the field. Straight up. Go ahead. Go straight out. You can go out. The remaining parents, please join your graduate on the field.